How are you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are, all over the world. Allah Ukateke. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wherever you are, help spread the word around. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on different platforms. So we're getting ready. Let's spread the word around. Let's know where you're joining us from. Tonight we'll begin the business sustainability foretaste. I have Ezekiel Sholesi already on board and Bosse Olushola Obasa. I'm going to be bringing them in about 5 minutes. But let's give you 5 minutes to get yourself ready, get your notes ready, get your pen ready, because this is going to be explosive. And I believe that you need to inform your friends, your family, your loved ones, spread the word around, start a watch party, tag as many people as you can tag, put the graphics on your timeline now, put it on your WhatsApp, invite as many people, because tonight myself, Ezekiel Sholesi, and Bosse Obasa will be giving you a foretaste of the Business Sustainability Summit 2025. So let's get ready to learn and get ready to be inspired as we take advantage of the opportunity to join us for this year's summit. My name is Olumide Emmanuel. I'm going to be your host for the next 1 hour and 90 minutes maximum. In the year 2020, during the COVID era, I realized that a lot of companies started having issues as a result of COVID. I'm the global president of the Billionaires Conclave, and the Billionaires Conclave is a mentorship platform for high net worth individuals, families, and organizations under my mentorship. We have members on 6 continents and 25 different countries all over the world. And I host all kinds of events to try to help equip people to build for sustainability, build transgenerational wealth, wealth building, and wealth sustenance. And when I saw what happened with COVID, and I saw a lot of people and a lot of companies going belly up, I realized that it was very, very important for us to then give more attention to helping equip people to build for sustainability. So immediately after COVID, I curated a new summit. And in 2021 September, we hosted the first edition of the Business Sustainability Summit. And the vision is to create a platform where businessmen, businesswomen, families, and organizations can come together to learn different things that will help them to build for sustainability and build transgenerational organization and build transgenerational wealth. And we have done that every year. And in the last 3 years, one of the things we have realized is that a lot of people come for this summit. They are inspired. They come for this summit. They are energized. They are equipped. They are informed. But they go back to their different companies, their different organizations, and then their workforce that is supposed to join them in implementing all the things we have shared don't see what they see. And in the last 2 years, they have been talking to me about the need to please include the workforce, do something extra for the team so that they can bring their staff to come. And I said, okay, I'll look into that. And for the first time this year, it is now a 2-day event. It used to be just a 1 day fully residential. But for the first time this year, it's now 2 days fully residential. And it's now a 3-in-1 package. One of the uniqueness of this year is that we have now created an opportunity for people to bring their entire workforce to come and join so that we can help train and equip them. So we're going to be having tables for different companies. So you can come with 5 of your staff, your management staff, your admin staff. We have table for 10. You can come with your workforce, and people are already booking from different people are coming from Port Harcourt. Oh, I'm coming with 10 people. I'm coming with 5 people. People are coming from all over the country. We have few people already asking questions. People are coming from Ghana, from Mozambique, from Cameroon, So people are already booking and coming. So it's going to be an amazing time. So the first uniqueness of this year is that it's 2 days fully residential, and now we have an opportunity for you to bring your workforce. They will not be residential. They will come and go. And if you want them to stay, then we can arrange for cheaper hotels because of the price tag for your workforce. And then another uniqueness of this year is that we have now brought in a sense and sensibility session. Because one thing we also discovered is that many times a lot of men come, women also come, but their spouses are not there. And I believe in the family. I believe that as the husband is learning, the wife should be learning, and together they should all come on board and be all that they're supposed to be. So we're going to be having sense and sensibility. So if you are coming, bring your wife, and then your wife can then join, and together you will all learn. So our speakers for this year, myself, I'm going to be speaking. My wife will be speaking. We have Apostle Folonsho Alakija. We have Bosse Olushola Basa. We have Abiola Salami. We have Dr. Adebayo Adekunle. We have Izu Iwoma. We have Ezekiel Shulesi. We have Olayemi Somi-Olamide. We have Gabriel Ogundele. They are all going to be speaking. Now, Apostle Alakija will be speaking, sharing some amazing stuff with us, having a panel session to ask the questions. I'm going to be speaking. My wife is going to be speaking. Bosse Olushola Basa will be joining me tonight. She's going to be speaking on corporate culture for sustainability. We have heard it over and over again that culture, we eat strategy for lunch. The kind of culture that you build will determine whether your organization will be sustainable and whether you'll be able to maximize the possibility in your organization. A lot of people work in toxic environments because the culture is toxic. The culture is a limiting culture. It's not an enabling environment. And you have heard it said that many people leave organizations more by how they are treated than what they are paid. And that shows you the importance of culture. Abiola Salami will be speaking of emotional intelligence, so that how you can use emotional intelligence to ensure you have the right organization. So both as a leader, the entire workforce, it's going to be an emotional intelligence masterclass. Dr. Adebayo will be speaking about you and your health. You have to be alive for your business to continue to enjoy your presence. So we're going to be looking at health issues. Izu Iwoma, we're going to be speaking on system and structures for sustainability. What are the different systems and structures that you need to put in place that will help your business to grow and to be sustainable? Ezekiel Sholes is joining me tonight. He's going to be speaking on scaling for sustainability. How do you scale? You start up, you go from the startup phase to the growth phase to the scaling phase to the stability phase to the expansion phase to the sustainability. So all the different phases of the business. How do you scale up? And then Olayemi Somi-Olamide will be talking about etiquette and value creation. And then Gabriel Ogundele will be talking about AI and your business. AI and your business. What are the AI tools that are available? So it's going to be an AI masterclass. What are the AI tools that are available for your business? So this is an opportunity you cannot afford to miss. The date is Friday the 26th and Saturday the 27th of September 2025. The venue is the Grand Ballroom of Marriott Hotel in Ikeja. It's fully residential for 2 days, and then we also have the non-residential option, and I'm going to share a lot of the opportunities with you as we go on. So right now, I want to invite my guests to join me. I want to bring in Ezekiel Sholesi and Bosse Olushola Obasa. I'll be expressing the two of them right now, and then we'll take it from there. Hey, Ezekiel, how are you doing today? I'm not hearing you. Is it from my hand or from your hand?
Oh, sorry. Very well. I was muted. Sorry.
Okay,
Very
okay.
well.
How is everything? It's nice to have you on board.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It's a miracle that I'm here. So I'm actually out of the country, and where I was stuck. There wasn't a taxi, so my friend had to call somebody to drive to where we were so that I can get here on time.
Wow.
Is really. I'm grateful that I'm here. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bosse, 50 looks good on you.
Wow.
Thank
You're
you, sir.
50.
Thank you,
Wow.
sir.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, man. You look
Thank
you
you.
So,
look amazing for
Good to
50.
see you again, Ezekiel.
Thank you so much, man.
so we
Yes,
are
sir.
gearing up for the 50th birthday proper.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
It is well. Okay, so you are both welcome. I'm not seeing Boss again. What's happening, guys? But I'm hearing her, but I'm not seeing her. I hope all is well.
That's interesting. I can
Yeah,
see both of you.
I
Eh,
can't see you too, ma,
Okay, so
but I
I'll
can
just
hear you.
turn off the cam and turn it on again to see if that
no,
helps.
no, no, no. Don't worry. I need to hear from the admin people to be
Okay,
sure that all.
Okay.
okay,
So if the admin people say it's well, it's well.
Okay.
Eh,
Yeah. Yes.
now
Yes.
okay.
this is
Yes.
where it's
Yes.
supposed to be. We are good now. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Because there are people on Facebook, there are people on YouTube, so that everybody will be able to on different platforms. So you're welcome. So
Thank you, sir.
Business Sustainability Summit. Um, I want to start by asking both of you a personal question because you are both business people and you have done things. So, how have you been able to survive personally in the economic climate called Nigeria? So, how long have you been doing what you are doing? 5 years, 10 years? How long? And how have you been able to? So, what has helped you as an individual, as a company, to survive up until now, regardless of the terrain in Nigeria? So, let's start with you, Ezekiel.
Thank you very much, sir. So I've been fortunate to do this for 15 years. We started in 2010, and we've had some good success working with businesses. Um, so I think the most important two things that have helped me. The first is I realized from study that there is more opportunities for growth in chaos than there is at the time of peace. So, if Nigeria is chaotic, then it's a good place for me. Right? So, so we have real problems, that we can solve, and I'm very, very proud of what we've been able to do. But the second most important thing that I think has happened with me is I think it was about 8 years ago. I was in the house of one of our clients. She's a billionaire. I mean, about 120 billion in revenue. And, there was so I was talking with her, and I think the maid came in and, was trying to complain about something that wasn't at home. And she was so angry. She was angry. I mean, I'd never seen her that angry before. So I was like, it's not a big deal. She said, look, Ezekiel, there would always be things to worry about. Make sure it's not about small things.
Hmm.
That if you're worried about small things, you would never have time to worry about big things. So she said, look, that lady has, at the time, she said that lady has 750,000 naira impress money to make sure that I never hear what she said.
Hmm.
That statement changed my life. I
Hmm.
got home that day and I solved light problem. I never worried about light again in my life. I solved all the small problems and then I now focused on the big things. Since that day, so I found out that and I have a biblical background for this. So I coined something that I said from that day, I'm going to choose big problems and I'm going to choose my own problems. That
Hmm.
somehow, some way, if you go and choose your own problem, it feels like the devil knows that you're occupied, so he just leaves you to
Hmm.
wrestle with the demons in charge of that problem. So, but if you
Hmm.
don't choose your problem and problem choose you, in the Bible, there was a man. They said that when kings went to war, he didn't go. He was sipping pina colada on his roof. The
Hmm.
problem that chose him on that roof, he didn't come out of it.
Hmm.
His son died out of it. 1/3 of these people died. I mean, so right now, my job is to pick a big problem and chase it. So I think that's one of the major things that has enabled me to sustain to this point is when I start each year, I'm asking, what can I do this year that is bigger than me, so that when I end the year, I know I left everything in the year. I left every single thing. So it's
Wow.
for me, it's when you're chasing big things, you won't have time to chase small things.
Wow. Wow. Christ, I say to people, crisis creates opportunities.
Yes, sir.
Christ, money hides in problems. And the more problem you see, the more money there is to make. That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Boss,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a very phenomenal um, note there. So, what has kept me? I started first by joining a company to build business. So as an employee, I didn't see myself as just a staff. I worked with that organization to build business. That gives me the opportunity to have real to live experience on what was to happen later. So cumulatively, I've been in this on the side of entrepreneurship for 10 years and intra 14 years. So that's some 24 years helping to build a business and then building one together with a team by myself. And what has kept me on in a situation like Nigeria is the die-hard spirit. There's the vision. There is what you set out to achieve, and there is a commitment to getting there. So the average entrepreneur wakes up every day believing that it's just going to work. So that spirit is there. The other one is a desire, an undying desire to make an impact. For my kind of business and sector where I play, it's about wanting to just get companies to be able to do better than they are doing, get them to be able to resolve their issues, get their team to be able to operate maximally. That keeps the engine running and it keeps fueling the journey. So yes, there have been challenges. There have been challenges, but however, they have not been enough to succumb or to bring a halt to the entire journey. So yes, I will just leave it at that to say that that's what has fueled me. It's a never die spirit. It's a die hard spirit. I believe that when I set out to do something and I know it's viable, I stick to it until it answers. So that has been it, both on the side of working with an organization and then building an organization, um, running into some 25 years already.
Wow. Nigeria, no, they can't last.
Wow.
Entrepreneurship is a spirit. Entrepreneurship is a mindset. You don't learn it in school. It's a spirit. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Well, we're going to be speakers at the Business Sustainability Summit 2025 coming up in September. And one of the reasons why I brought you all on board is because of the fact that I wanted you to join me to help organizations help their team to be able to produce better results, because the vision is all about building for sustainability so that every
Yeah.
business, every organization can outlive the founder. I believe in transgenerational wealth. I believe in building transgenerational organization. And I believe that when we have a transgenerational vision, a transgenerational mindset, and a transgenerational strategy, it can become a reality. We can have third generation business, fourth generation business, fifth generation businesses in Africa. So, Ezekiel, scaling for sustainability. A lot of people, we have heard it over and over again. Oh, over 80% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. All kinds of statistics are thrown out there. And we know a lot of businesses that have, since I was born, the organizers have been by the side of the road. In fact, when I traveled for the first time to Europe in 1997, I went to UK for the first time. And one of the things that I realized is that there was no organizers by the side of the road.
Roger.
They were not pressing the horn. Everywhere was quiet. I was asking the
Quiet.
guy, "Oh, no matter where she said the horn for what now? Horn for that guy now." He said, "No, no, no, you can't do that." So I now asked, I said, "Is there no organizer?" They said, "No, that if you go to First Station, you just." I'm like, "Why has Nigeria for organizers has been there forever? You go to the road, people have been selling boli by the side of the road, selling corn by the side of the road for 30 years. When I was going to school in those days in Ilori, Dodo Ikiri, Akara Osu, they are still by the side of the road." So, Ezekiel, must every business die small? What can businesses do to scale up? Because the same crayfish you are selling in a small bag, that same crayfish can be exported in containers and you can be making dollars. The same shea butter you are selling in nylon, 200 naira, can become a global product that will do turnover in billions. So please help me speak to the audience. What
thank,
should we expect from you? How can
thank
we
you
scale
very
up?
much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So at the conference, I'm going to be sharing about 5 reasons why businesses don't scale. So I'll talk about maybe 1 or 2 of them here. The first major reason why I realize businesses don't scale in this country is because most of us don't really run businesses. We run something called special purpose vehicles. Most of our
Mm,
parents, what they have is special purpose vehicles, right? They
mm,
open something to pay school fees. They open something to, it's so you won't really call it failure. It paid the school fees, and when they finish paying the school fees, they shut it down, and then but the major reason why that happens is most business owners, when they think about the future, and this is one of the major things I like to deal with in my classes, when they think about the future, the only picture that they see in that future is them, the car they're going to
mm,
drive, the house they're going to own, and the likes. And so the first thing is that we realize that most entrepreneurs in Nigeria think too small. And they think too small because they only think about themselves. So if you want to scale, your first goal, and at the conference, I'm going to be helping people calculate what they spend on a monthly basis. And the question I'm going to ask them is this: how big does your business need to get to pay 20 people that work for you that amount of money?
mm,
You see, because anybody that works for you right now, the very least of what they want is what they see you have.
mm,
The least of what they want. I mean, even if they are not ambitious in this life, they see you, they see how you live, they see what you are. The question is, can you build a business where they say to themselves, I mean, perfect example. So I'm with a client of mine, and this person lives in a very, very high level place in Ikoyi. And I remember I asked and I said, who are your neighbors? And you was talking about the different neighbors. In a nutshell, about 4 of them were entrepreneurs and about 6 of them were, working for organizations. And so at some point in the conversation, I asked, what would it take for somebody that works for you to live in a place like this? And the first mindset is that, there's some things you can't achieve if you don't own your own business. And I said, no, that's not true. There are 6 of your neighbors that work for somebody else. And they work for and they live here for 2 reasons. Number 1, they are extremely valuable, because not everybody that works in that company that they put in this place. Number 2, the organization can afford it. I said, so if somebody says to you today, or says to themselves, that I would be extremely valuable for what this organization needs today and tomorrow, I would improve myself at whatever rate, I'll become whatever this organization needs. Can this organization put this person in a place? Do you have a dream big enough to accommodate the fact that this person would live in such a place? Right? Because many of us, even if you are CEO 25 years, if Seplat, ExxonMobil say, come and do chief operating officer, we will lie to ourselves and our family and say, you know what, I want to go there and get experience. You are not coming back. There's nobody that you are not coming back. You are gone. But that's somebody else's dream. So the first main thing is for us to have dreams big enough. Because this thing that we call structure is only happens where somebody takes the job that you have given them as their life's work.
mm,
That's what I mean. No matter how you put processes in place, if somebody comes to work and doesn't think about the job as their life's work, they will do just enough not to get fired, and you pay them just enough not to leave. The point is, if we think big enough, and we've seen that it's happened in this country, it's happened around the world, if we think big enough. So the first major problem I find is that most entrepreneurs are not thinking big enough because they are only thinking of themselves. We need to break out of that and say, look, the lifestyle that I have at this level, how long would it take my management team to achieve this level of lifestyle? And we're not saying you should dash them money. We're saying people should earn it. But we're saying that because if I'm selling Bolly by the streets and I have a girl working for me, and I think about that, then I'll say, this street ball is not enough for me to have the quality of life and that person to have a quality of life. So I would find a way to innovate. I'll find a way to move into a side shop. I will find a way because if I do that, then there is an opportunity for growth in the organization where that person can move in. And Sustainability is about ensuring that the growth that you've achieved can be kept up going forward. The second thing is that most people don't realize that growth itself is a neutral concept. Growth doesn't mean your business is doing well. At least revenue growth. It doesn't mean your business is doing well. What the reality is that growth is neutral. And one of the major things people don't realize when they are growing is that at some point your growth requires a change in business model. So the simple illustration I used to give is, if I sell iPhones from my WhatsApp status, I no marketing, nothing. I only sell from my WhatsApp status, right? And let's say I sell the iPhone 16 Pro Max is 2.2 million. Let's assume I buy it for 2 million, I sell it for 2.2 million, I'm making 200,000, and I can sell 20 every single month. So that's 4 million naira. With 4 million naira, you're not an average Nigerian, you can have a decent life, right? So I come to a seminar, the seminar said I should think big. So I now said, okay, I want to start selling 1,000 units of iPhones every month. The moment those words come out of my mouth, I have entered a completely different business. The problem is I might not know, because now I cannot sell 1,000 iPhones off my WhatsApp status.
Yeah.
Most likely, I will be selling to the person that is selling off his WhatsApp status.
Yeah.
Now, immediately that is the case, the person who's selling off his WhatsApp status does not need storage, does not need, to store it, because he's just a hustler, he gets, but me that I'm selling 1,000 units, I need storage because I'm supplying those people. So now I need resources to buy 1,000 units of iPhones. I don't have resources. I go to the bank or I go to friends. I borrow money at 33% per annum. Now, not only that, I'm no longer making 200,000 per phone. My margin drops to about maybe 40, 50,000. Yet I've collected money at 33%. I have storage, I have staff, I'm in a completely different business. The problem is that if it goes well, money will be entering my account at a frantic pace. I might forget that I'm not making 200,000. My first 2,000 units, I've launched G-Wagon. Before you know it, the Lord is good. I moved from Abulegba to Banana Island straight, and I'm living large. And it looks good, but at the end of the year, I realized that it's not adding up. So I borrow more money, and with each growth, I'm digging a bigger grave for myself, because I didn't realize that my business model had changed. I was no longer in the same business that I started with. And so that's where we are talking about sustainability, because Dr. Olumide knows that it's not about growth. It's not how much money you make now. It's whether whatever you're doing will still be able to be done in 2 years' time. Because we have seen all these people that have grown, their business explodes. Even those of us that have been around for a long time will go and ask God when, why is my breakthrough not coming? And in 3 years, they go as fast as they've come. Because in the process of growth, they didn't realize that they were growing in the wrong direction. I tell people, cancer is growth. It's just the one we don't want. It's a form of growth. So the first thing is you have to think bigger. The second is you need to watch and see whether you are entering a different. A last instance that I'd like to give. I had a friend of mine. This was in 2021, just after COVID. He does Forex. So he calls me and he tells me that he wants to scale his business. And I said, okay, that's nice. And I said, he does Forex. And I said, okay, what's the margin? He said he trades his own money. He makes about 30% in a month, and all of that. I said, oh, that's nice. And I said, but if I give you 10 million naira now, what would you give me as a return on investment in a month? He said, he would give me 10%. I said, come and see me in my office. Now, he thought I was calling him so that he can come so I can give him money. I called him. I said, first things first. I know you say you make 30%, but even if you want to promise anybody, don't promise anybody more than 2% per month. He said, why? I said, let me play this story out. I said, what's going to happen? He said, I'll give you 10 million. You will give me 10% next month. My head will blow. I'll carry 50 million and give you. I'll call 10 of my friends. We will all give, before you know it, in 5 months' time, you will have 200 million naira that you're managing. Now, the moment you hit 200 million that you're managing, you say to yourself, you know what? The Lord is good now. I don't want to just be managing from my room. You get an office. When you get an office, you have a staff. When you have a staff, you buy a car. Everything is looking good. But what you don't know is that 30% that you are making, you have eaten into it. You're already eating into our money, but you won't know. Because every month there's more money coming in than the amount of money you're paying out. I said by the time you realize you're in trouble, it's already too late.
Mm.
So the growth, that thing that happens to us when we grow, is that we think that, and I tell people, most people don't realize that as a business grows bigger, the margin of the business grows smaller. They think it's bigger. I said, no, the bigger
Well,
you have, the margin of your business is small. So yeah, if you are thinking as if there are costs that Dr. Olumide has that at the size of my business I may not have. For example, there are lawyers that you have on retainer that I might not need. Those lawyers, whether you need them or not, they will collect maybe 50 million from your hand or 100 million. They are waiting for case, but I might not have that level of case. There are problems that Dangote have. There are things that Dangote is paying for that we are not even imagining. It's not even in our prayer point. The devils that are chasing us have not even reached that level. So the point is, as we are growing, we need to check. Are we still in the same business? Are we running? Is our strategy still working? Are we running the same business model? Right? Because if we don't do that, we would shoot like a rocket and we would drop as fast as we shoot out.
wow.
Thank you.
Now, people, I hope you are learning. We are talking about Business Sustainability Summit 2025. With me tonight are two of the speakers. There are 10 of us that will be speaking in that event, and it's going to be awesome. Even a profitable business can go bankrupt
Yes, sir.
when there's proper cash flow management. A lot of people don't realize that turnover is vanity. The only sanity is profit. You are doing a turnover of billions does not make you a billionaire. It is other people's money. And you need to come and learn how to scale without struggle and how to scale without sickness. So don't miss this summit. If you have not registered, we'll give you more details. The link will be on the screen. The phone numbers will be on the screen. Scan the code, pick up the numbers, call, register, come with your family, come with your spouse, come with your team. It's going to be amazing. Boss said you're going to be talking to us on corporate culture. Many offices are facing all kinds of, sometimes recently, as recent as yesterday, somebody was still asking me, how have you managed this thing? That what we have just seen now is a revelation. How have you been able to manage this? That nobody even has said that is what emotional intelligence is all about. That is what corporate culture is all about. That there are many things that having the right kind of culture will help you to manage. Having emotional intelligence will help you to manage. So, and we have offices where people are fighting. Am I your mate? Do you know who I am? Is it me you are talking to? I have somebody like you at home. You are not even up. Is it me you are calling by name? Who is your mate? We have people shouting at each other, fighting in the office. We have office politics. We have all kinds of stuff happening. So you are going to be speaking to us about corporate culture. Give us a foretaste. What should we be expecting from your session?
Thank you so much. And I must salute Ezekiel again. It's always amazing listening to him.
Thank you so
I would
much.
say first that culture rides on the backs of people.
Mm.
Culture is not a vain thing just flying in the air. Everywhere two or more people are gathered, there is culture.
Mm.
Difference is it an intentional culture or a default culture? So it will be default when it is not intentionally created, integrated, and sustained. So those are the
Mm.
three stages in the life of every culture. You create it, you integrate it, and you sustain it.
Mm.
Creation never stops. because you keep reviewing as your company overgrows certain things. Because it's a living thing. Culture lives because it rides on people.
mm,
The same thing for integration. Integration never stops. That talks about helping people internalize it. It's a non-stop journey because people come and they go in an organization. So the people you showed your culture yesterday have left. And one of the major things that HR people are beginning to embrace more in Nigeria today is the need to pay more attention to culture and not just the policies as we've known it. And same for sustaining it. Sustaining it, of course, is a lifetime thing as long as the business exists. So I'd want people coming for these summits to know that culture is an enabler of sustainability.
mm,
Culture is an enabler of sustainability. If you want sustainability and you mean it, you cannot throw corporate culture into the garbage. It's so important. And I put a few notes down. I said sustainability in business and in life is a mindset. So it begins with the very owner of a business. We say certain people are culture champions, certain people are culture custodians, certain people are culture creators. The creator gang of culture belongs with the people who carried the mind of the business from the beginning. And
mm,
if you check in research, you'll find out that majority of culture, particularly for startup, they live their life from the patterns and the values of the owner of the business. Of course, it gets to a point where certain other factors take over. But for people who are starting and will be listening to this, they need to know that if you say that nobody signs off a check without doing due diligence, and on a certain day, as the CEO, you decided to go against that rule, you're already enabling another kind of culture because whatever is done will be replicated. So I will have words both for the owners of business and I'll have words for those who are helping them to build a business. Sustainability is a mindset, just like you say that success is a mindset, prosperity is a mindset, wealth creation is a mindset. If you've never thought of building a sustainable business, it cannot happen. It does not happen accidentally. So one of the things I want to demystify is people thinking that, oh, how long is your business that you are talking sustainability? You should wait
mm,
till like you are 30. By that time, a lot would have gone wrong. So you start thinking sustainability from the get-go. Why? Because it's something you have to plan into everything that you're doing from starters. So that's one thing I want people to get very clearly because I hear around people, okay, you don't start talking about sustainability until, no, you can learn. It is learned. You learn it. Then you begin to pay the price of sustainability early enough. You begin to indoctrinate. Culture requires indoctrination. You school people, you wire them into it. That's how culture works. And that's why I came to a point and told myself, and I tell people that culture is the most difficult job that a CEO has to do. But many
mm,
CEOs don't even realize it.
mm.
A lot of the times we've given it to HR to do. But you must continue to be the culture champion. First, you must be the one who role models every single thing. I do say to companies that when your culture is evaded by your leaders, it is 50% dead on arrival. It
Mm,
will die without before long. It will die before you know it. People will seem to do what you want them to do when you are there, but they will recline into who they are when you are not there. Everything that has to do with people requires plenty of attention. So those are a few things I would like to share. If you've never imagined your business being sustainable, like Solesi was telling us, that when you started, you thought only about how you can feed. I've seen people call me after 5 years in business and say, now we are stabilized. Hey, this is your culture thing, let us start. And I'm like, it's good. And that when we started, we just wanted to balance. We just wanted to find our way. But you already had people working with you. People
mm.
already got you to doing things in certain ways. So what I'm coming to do is to undo what you have done and then redo what you should be doing. When, as a matter of fact, it is a template that should start with the organization. People should
Wow.
arrive seeing that, oh, this is how we do things here. You cannot work with me for 1 month without hearing, according to this is how we do this is how we do this. You hear it so much, you will know that you are not fit for that culture all by yourself if after a while you are not integrated. So culture hires people for you, culture sacks them for you. You will not have a lot of headache trying to know who should go. One of those things, apart from productivity, because productivity is also a culture, it just depends on what you have pushed to people as essentials. So I hope to also help people decide what your essentials are. Who is the star performer in culture? Who are the people who are enablers? Who are the culture custodians? Who are the culture champions? How do you help people get excited about culture? Because you see, there's a way you can create an excitement around culture that people just love it. And it becomes the DNA of everyone working in your organization. With that, it will just be like you understanding the ingredient that always produces Coca-Cola. That once we put this thing in at this end, we know what will come out of it. Then the market begins to even trust what you bring. That no, if it's these guys, no. For instance, they know that I will never arrive late at an event. That culture is prime culture in our organization. You can get sacked for going late to a client organization, client's job, and everybody knows it. So culture is huge, and culture, just like culture enables sustainability, its pillars are values. The key pillars of culture are values. So these are some of the things we'll be discussing, and I'm really
Wow.
looking forward to. Since it's a foretaste, let's not do everything here.
I'm already feeling it. Feeling it. Oh my. If you are listening to us wherever you are all over the world, this is a global event. We already have people registered coming in from Ghana, Cameroon, Mozambique. We have somebody coming in from, okay, two people coming in from Qatar already. We have somebody coming in from South Africa, Port Harcourt. Someone already, two companies have registered. One is bringing 10 people, one is bringing 5 people. So it's going to be a loaded event, and we're expecting, men, women, families, CEOs, C-suite executive. We're expecting people from all over. This is brought to you by the Billionaires Conclave. And in the Billionaires Conclave, we already have members, and our members are coming for free. The silver members are coming free because it's part of their package. So we already have people coming, and we are opening it up for you to join us. And what you have listened to is just a foretaste from 2 out of 10 speakers. Can you imagine what you have feel? Imagine 10 people loading you. That's why all through this week and next week we're having a foretaste. On Thursday, we have another foretaste. Abiola Salami and Izu Iwoma will join me on Thursday. On Friday, we have another foretaste. My wife will join me. Gabriel Ogundele will join me. So you need to be a part of this. Now, the date again is Friday the 26th and Saturday the 27th of September. The venue is the Marriott Hotel in Ikeja. How much? So let me give you the total package, fully residential, is 4.5 million naira. 4.5 million naira for the fully residential package, which includes 2 nights hotel accommodation at the Marriott Hotel, in conference materials, and everything about the event. 4.5 million. You can call Marriott by yourself. One night is 750. One night is 750. So 2 nights alone, 1.5 million is gone. But one of the things we try to do is to give opportunity to people to plug in as early bird and to be able to take advantage of discount opportunity. So we're giving you a 50% discount if you make your payment this month of July. So if you want to be a part of this, 50% discount, you pay 2,250,000 instead of 4.5 million. But to qualify for that, you need to lock it down this month with a minimum of 1 million naira deposit. So if you deposit 1 million, we lock down your slots, and then you have August and September to pay the balance of 1,250,000. But you lock it now with 1 million, and that is fully residential for the entire event for you. If you are coming in with your spouse, Please listen. If you are coming in with your spouse, because you are both staying in one room, we don't need to pay for any extra room. So if you are coming in with your spouse will pay 50% of whatever you are paying. So it means that if you are plugging in now at 2,250,000, your spouse will pay 1,125,000. So it means that the two of you will be 3.4 million or 3,375,000 for husband and wife package. So if you are a couple, I would really advise you to quickly plug in now and just make a deposit of 1 million or 2 million, and then we lock down your slot, and you pay balance next month, August, first week of September, you pay the balance, so that at least we lock down your slot so that you plug into this discount opportunity. Now, I told you that we want you to bring your team this year. So what we have done is for you to bring your team. I don't know how big the organization is, so you may not be able to be paying 2 million for all your staff. So what we have done is that for every staff that you bring, they will pay 750 for the 2 days, non-residential. 750,000 for each of your staff for the 2 days. But because we are also giving you a discount opportunity, we are now saying if your staff is coming, then we'll make it 50% discount for them also. So for every of your staff, it will be 375,000. 375,000, which I believe is good for you to bring your COO, your MD, your head of HR, head of account, head of all the major, management team that helps you in your business, your general manager, bring them, your supervisor, any foreman, everything, your engineer, bring them. 375,000 is not too much to invest in the life of your staff for 2 days to come and learn and listen to all these amazing speakers. But what we have also done again is that we have what we call table for 5. So for a group of 5, we have a table that is 1,875,000 for 5 people. But if you are paying during this discount offer with 1.5 million, you have a table for 5. So that comes to 300,000 per person. Wow. For 2 days, with all these speakers, just 300,000 per person. So if you want a table for 5 for your company, 1.5 million for 5 of them, you will pay your own money. You will be resident, they will be non-residential. And then, if you want your spouse to just come on a Saturday to join, or you want someone that is female, because we have a sense and sensibility session, which is for female alone. It's only for women. And that will be on Saturday evening from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to give them opportunity. They're going to have medical session, etiquette session, women and money. They're going to go for spa. There will be massage. There will be buffet. So women, manicure, pedicure, they go and do their stuff. And it's going to be powerful. That one will just be 300,000 naira per person. So they just come in for the Saturday evening. But I will advise, no matter what you do, make sure that you plug in and you make the most of this opportunity. So this opportunity is open till the 31st of July. 31st of July. By the 1st of August, the discount is over. By the 31st of August, the discount is over. So make sure you take advantage of all this opportunity. Don't forget the date again is Friday 26th and Saturday the 27th of September. The speakers are Olumide Emmanuel, your humble self. My wife will be speaking. Apostle Folonsho Alakija will be speaking. Bosse Olushola Obasa will be speaking. You've heard her giving us a foretaste. Abiola Salami will be speaking, talking to us about emotional intelligence masterclass. Dr. Bilbao will be speaking to us about our health. Izu Woma will be talking to us about building system and structures for growth and sustainability. Ezekiel Shulesi, you heard him talking about scaling. Olayemi Somialamde will be talking about etiquette, values, and Gabriel Ogunde will be talking about AI masterclass. AI and your business, unveiling AI tools that will help you to be sustainable. So the phone numbers are on the screen. You're going to see the phone numbers, and then you can scan the code, call us, send us a text, send us a chat, take a screenshot of the screen now, call those numbers. If you are not getting through, send the text, send the chat. This video will be archived on our YouTube channel so that you can watch it and learn and learn and learn. Don't miss this opportunity and hurry while we still have slots available for you. Let's begin to bring this home. I want to ask both of you a question. I've always said that the amount of money that people are willing to pay to develop themselves reveals the kind of value they place on themselves. The amount of money you are willing to pay to develop yourself reveals the value that you place on yourself. It reveals how important your personal development is to you. And the cost of ignorance is more expensive than the cost of knowledge. So when people hear about a lot of events, they're like, what are they going to teach? Is it not too expensive? Da, 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 da. So I want the two of you to speak to this. How important is personal development? How important is training? How important is investing to educate yourself and to train your workforce in building a business that will be sustainable? So I want the two of you to speak to that.
Okay, sir. First things first, I can't see. Okay, great. Yeah, I wanted to be sure. So for me, I believe that there are three things that, personally, three things that all my money has gone into in the last maybe decade. One of them is knowledge. Knowledge is critical. If you know better, you do better, right? The second of them is anything that can help me improve my brand equity. And the third is networking. And you see, of the three things, privileged sessions like this, answer to at least two of them, right? So the reason why I would come to a training like this, right, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to pay for this kind of trainings, and some of them abroad. I'm actually in the UK for one that is happening in 2 days. And the reason why is, first, you get an opportunity to learn, but even beyond the learning is the people you meet in the room. You see, where you meet people is more important than meeting them. I'm telling you, because in a certain room, there's what you call the assumption of competence, right? There are people that I want to meet that are in such a meeting, right? If you walk into a room where people paid 4.5 million to be in that room, if anything you say about yourself, everybody will give you benefit of doubt, right? So there is the opportunity that you get from being in such a room and being able to collaborate and being able to connect and being able to do business. But aside from that, there is the knowledge that you get. You see, people can say, I can go on YouTube and go and learn. You can go on YouTube. You get knowledge. You won't get wisdom. There are people in that room that have accessed far beyond what you want to access. And I remember one of the days I learned the power of learning in privileged rooms was there was something I battled with for 5 years. And in a conversation with a billionaire, in 5 minutes, I got the answer. 5 minutes. I suffered from that thing for 5 years. I've lost opportunity. And 5 minutes, I'm like, God, that if I didn't have that conversation, I could not read my way to that knowledge. You can't you cannot read your way to certain knowledge. You have to you have to be in a conversation where that thing is happening, right? So I was telling somebody now, Dangote wants to buy 4,000 CNG trucks. He's not the one supplying it. It's somebody that's going to supply it. And the reason why that person is going to supply it is that it's either he was in the room or his name was in the room when they were having that discussion. And the reason why his name was in the room is that there's somewhere that they've met before, right? It might be at a training, it might be at a privileged room, something. So the access you get in those rooms and the knowledge you get can take you anywhere in the world.
Wow. Boss,
I can't see her, sir. I think maybe her network.
Okay. So it's not just, you see, I always say to people, there are three kinds of work that you will need to engage in order to become successful in life: hard work, smart work, and network. Hard work, smart work, and network. And in this life, You are not going to go up by yourself. Nobody goes up. People are brought up. Somebody has to take you by the hand and bring you up. Somebody has to be your mentor, your sponsor. And that's why you need to enter one of the ships of life: internship, apprenticeship, mentorship. These are the ships that can take you from one side of the ocean to another side of the ocean. So you need to take advantage. Yeah, boss. So let's hear from you. How important is this issue of learning, paying to learn, and all those stuff?
I'm not sure she can hear us, sir.
So let's make sure we are, the number is right there on the screen. Boss, can you hear us now? Must be network. So make sure you get the date again. Like I've said, the date is Friday 26th and Saturday 27th of September. The venue is the Grand Ballroom of the Marriott Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. And it's going to be 2 days fully residential. And if you are a CEO,
To
you can come. There's a table for 5.
speak
There's a
on the
table for 10.
importance of a
Okay. So
training
I think
such as this,
okay. Go ahead.
mhm, paying to learn is the way to go. There's a popular quote that I can hear you.
Okay, sir. Okay, ma'am.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead. I think it's network. So, like I've said earlier on, there's a 50% discount going on right now. Instead of paying 4.5 billion, you pay 2,250,000, and you can lock down your slot with just a deposit of 1 million. And we have table for 5, which will be 1.5 million for your staff, apart from your own payments. We have table for 10, which will be 3 million for 10 of your staff, apart from your own payments. And you can lock down the slots this month. The discount offer closes on the 31st of July, and from the 1st of August, we go into the full price. So we are doing this 40 so that you will have an idea of what this meeting is all about, and so that you can take advantage of it. If you're a member of the Billionaires Conclave, you are a silver member. We are looking forward to welcoming you. It's absolutely free. You don't need to pay, but you can now pay for your staff and your spouse and your team. If you're a bronze member, you need to do your top up so that you can be a part of this. If you're a gold member, you definitely don't need to pay. We look forward to welcoming you back home. So because of network, Ezekiel, let's begin to wrap this up. So what advice will you give to someone listening to us right now? And what will be your final word?
So, first things first, my best advice is for you to attend the program. I mean, you can't just be the person who's attending Instagram Live and hoping to move your life forward, by what you get on Instagram Live. Please attend the program, right? And the major reason why I think it's also going to be important is when you're in that room, and when you attend and you're in that room, try to focus and learn. You are there to learn, and you are there to get not just learn but network with people. And the reason why I said that is, so when I learn from people, I realize that strategy is contextual, right? So when I'm trying to learn from Dr. Olumide, when I hear what he's saying, I need to see how it applies to where I am now. Because, if Dr. Olumide is saying I should invest 100 billion, it's true. But if I don't have 100 billion to invest, how does that apply to my life now? And which is one of the benefits that you get when you attend an event where there are quite a number of speakers. Because what happens is that as everybody is speaking, you're able to glean from all of their perspectives and maybe able to form a unique perspective of your own that you can drive going forward. So I believe it's going to be like a massive, opportunity to learn. It's a significant investment, and it's going to be one that will be transforming for your life and businesses. Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity. I'm really grateful.
Thank you.
This is a big opportunity for me.
We look forward to see you at the event. Let me release you to go.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much, sir.
much. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay then. Yeah, so I don't know if Bossa is back because of this network issue, but if you are listening to us right now, we have been having a Foretaste session on Business Sustainability Summit 2025. And this Foretaste session will continue on Thursday, 8 p.m. on Thursday, 8 p.m. on Friday. So you can join us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, 8 p.m. on Thursday, 8 p.m. on Friday, at Dr. Olumide Emmanuel on YouTube, at olumide.emmanuel on Facebook, at Olumide Emmanuel on Instagram. Take these numbers that are on the screen right now, screenshot them, and then copy the number and contact us. In closing, I want to run through the speakers and the details again. We're going to put this video on YouTube so that you can watch the entire video and watch it over and over again and share it around. Now, I'm going to be speaking as your host. My wife will be speaking as the co-host. Apostle Folonshaw Alakija will be speaking. You don't need any, she doesn't need any introduction. Go and Google her and know what you are about to hit, what's about to hit you. And if you notice, she has not spoken in any event for a very long time. She's coming out to give us this exclusive opportunity to be able to hear from someone that has done amazing things all over the world. You need to come, you need to be in that room, I'm telling you. Bosse Odushola Obasa will be there talking to us about corporate culture, and you've heard her. You can see that the thing is going to be loaded. Abiola Salami will be joining me on Thursday. He's going to be talking about emotional intelligence in that conference. Izui Woma will be joining me on Thursday too for the Foretaste, talking about building system and structures for growth. On Friday, my wife will be joining me, and then Gabriel Gundele will be joining me to talk about AI and your business, AI masterclass. What are the AI tools that you can use to build a sustainable business? And then also speaking will be Somi, Olamide, Olayemi, and Dr. Adebayo. All these speakers are going to be joining me on Friday the 26th and Saturday the 27th at the Grand Ballroom of the Marriott Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, where there are people coming from all over the world. And you cannot afford to miss this amazing opportunity. The package is 4.5 million, fully residential. 4.5 million is fully residential, and the money you are paying includes 2 days in the hotel, feeding, conference material, everything. Don't miss it. But there's a 50% discount right now. So you pay 2,250,000 instead of 4.5 million, as long as you lock in your slot this month. So you can lock in your slot with 1 million naira, and then you spread the balance from August to early September. If you are coming with your spouse will pay 50% of whatever you are paying. So if you are paying at 2,250,000, your spouse will pay 1,125,000. So together with you and your spouse, it will be 3 million and 3,375,000 or 3.4 million. And then you lock it down with like 1 or 2 million and spread the balance. So it's an opportunity you cannot afford to miss. I'm telling you, nobody attends Billionaire Conclave Summit or any of our events and complains. They always get more than what, because one of our USP is we under promise and we over deliver. But if you are coming with your team, we can accommodate them non-residential. For those of you coming from outside Lagos, we have cheaper hotels. So let us know so that we can book cheaper hotels, book Airbnb for your staff, and then your staff will pay 750. But if they want to do the discount, they pay 375 if you pay for them this July. And we have a table for 5 in the discount offer. 1.5 million for 5 of your staff, 3 million for 10 of your staff. So we have table for 5, we have table for 10. And it's going to be an amazing, opportunity for you and your workforce. So I look forward to seeing every one of you. The numbers are on the screen. Then the sense and sensibility session, spa, manicure, pedicure, women and money, buffet, etiquette session, medical session. Oh my God. I'm telling you, bring your spouse. This will be a transformational session for your family as you come. So don't take this for granted. The word pour is an acronym for passing over opportunities repeatedly. I've said it over and over again. If you know better, you will do better. Come into the room where you'll be in the right room with the right people that will lead you in the right direction. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. I believe very strongly that you will take advantage of this right now and begin to lock down your slots. I'll see you again on Thursday for another Foretaste. God bless you all. Bye for now.